Today's speaker is Dennis Pombriant, Managing Principal of Beagle Research Group, hosted by Treehouse Interactive. For those that aren't familiar, Treehouse Interactive is a SaaS provider of award-winning products for partner relationship management and its reseller view product, and in marketing automation and its marketing view product. Headquartered in Salt Lake City, founded in 1997, privately held. Our customers range from small to medium-sized enterprises to Global 1000. Some of the names you may recognize are Rackspace, Quantum, SunGuard Availability Services, just to name a few. We're an Oracle Gold partner, a Salesforce CRM and AppExchange program partner, as well as a Microsoft Dynamics CRM partner. Now, just a little bit about our webinar philosophy. We work to bring you industry analysts and experts reporting on best trends in the areas of sales, channel, and marketing. We provide recommendations and advice so that you can go back to your desk and immediately implement. We try to show you that by showing you real-world examples of the material that's being presented, so you not only hear best practices, but you also see them in action. Now I'd like to bring out Eric Flynn. Eric's the CEO of Treehouse Interactive, has been for the last 12 years. He's got over 20 years of experience in channel sales and marketing. He's implemented hundreds of PRM and marketing automation systems and also holds 2 U.S. patents. And with that, Eric, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Megan. Well, I have an easy and pleasurable job today, and that is introducing you to Dennis Pombriant of Beagle Research. Dennis and I have known each other for a long time. Dennis is a well-recognized industry analyst, author, and CRM expert. He's the founder and managing principal of Beagle Research. He writes about emerging companies and trends in the front office, including CRM and SaaS software. So we're very fortunate to have him today. He's got a couple of books. He's the author of The Subscription Economy, and he has a new book called Solve for the Customer being released early in the new year. With that, welcome, Dennis. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Eric. Thanks very much for having me. I appreciate that. Let's get right to it. Today I'd like to spend a few minutes discussing an idea that CRM and partner relationship management have in common, though the manifestations are quite different. It's all about perception, both for the vendor and the customer, and the role that perception plays in business. In CRM, the vendor has to understand everything about the customer, and we call this the single view of the customer. In PRM, there's a similar need, but it's manifested in how the vendor-partner solution is perceived by the customer. So here's a simple example, a simple comparison. Briefly, for a vendor in a direct engagement that's managed by CRM, the single view means capturing all of the information that's relevant and knowable about customers so that the vendor can best manage the customer lifecycle. This means knowing about support issues and billing problems and sales processes in progress so that no one on the vendor side is ever surprised during any customer-facing interaction. So there's a parallel issue in PRM that I've observed, and I call it the single view of the vendor by the customer. And it really only becomes important in the indirect channel. With a direct channel, customers know who they're dealing with and who the responsible party is. But with an indirect model, there are more moving parts. There may be a manufacturer or a primary vendor, as well as one or more partners that add value to the solution that the customer is seeking. Now, we all know this. That's the nature of the indirect channel, after all. And we sometimes overlook it, though, because we really shouldn't, because what the customer perceives of the vendor combination turns out to be a moment of truth for both. And not doing well in this moment of truth can make closing a deal a lot more difficult. So, for example, let's take a look at a kitchen cabinet maker, which is about as far from being in the tech sector as you can get. But it illustrates the point that a single view is a big idea for any indirect channel. The cabinet maker might make great cabinets, but the company will employ an indirect model for the simple reason that partners might be better able to interact with the end user to design a kitchen and select materials and styles and manage cabinet installation and provide for after-sales support. Rather than developing all of this expertise in-house, the cabinet maker will likely be happy to provide discounted cabinets to partners who can take on these services. But what about the customer? The customer will most likely want to purchase a finished kitchen and not just a bunch of parts to assemble. In fact, the customer will want to ensure that the job is done by experts from initial design all the way to final trim, and the customer will need the assurance that the whole process, including manufacturing the goods by the initial vendor, as well as installing them by the partner, goes smoothly. That's the single view of a vendor. Now, moments of truth occur throughout the life cycle, from initial design to final, or to finding a matching handle several years from now when one gets broken and they need to replace it. These are things that partners can do very well. The customer will insist on having coverage for all of the moments of truth that will naturally span both the manufacturer and the partner's capabilities. Now, conventional PRM does a great job of mostly back-office processes like managing discounts and payments, onboarding new partners, managing marketing funds and deal registration, and quite a bit more. But these things are usually hidden from customers, and honestly, they do very little to inspire the confidence needed to deliver a single view of the vendor in the all-important sales process. But co-branding and directory services are two good examples of customer-facing activities that a vendor can add to the mix, and they can enhance a vendor's image and help close deals for both the vendor and the partner. So co-branding and partner referral are two good ways to show your partners and your customers that you really are a team dedicated to customer success. When you use co-branding and partner referral, you make your solutions deeper by creating a best fit between customer needs and your solution set. You also concretely demonstrate to your joint customer that you're in it for the long haul and that you are both truly delivering life cycle solutions and not just parts. And if your competition is a more integrated single vendor solution, it can take an important objection off the table without saying a word, because this puts your solution on an equal footing. Co-branding not only looks good, it's the concrete demonstration of your solution, a solution that's integrated across products and services and companies. And that's very important because it's no longer acceptable to simply have product slicks that could be a year old when markets change so quickly. Co-branding will certainly show the customer that the vendor and the partner work together. But what if the customer wants something a bit custom? Think of the power of producing custom co-branded product literature that's specific to the customer's need. That's where the bar is set for modern co-branding. So we need the ability to generate accurate co-branded product materials quicker than ever before. Also, we need to keep in mind that since customers want solutions, that is to say the kitchen and not just the cabinets, the vendor-partner pair has to be ready to deliver it. But often, partner organizations are limited by size and geography, and many are also specialized for particular markets. So for instance, in kitchens, a partner might only work on new construction or only on remodeling or only on upgrades. Then there are commercial and industrial applications to consider as well. The permutations are extensive, so it only makes sense for a vendor to have the multiple partners in-house to be able to provide a way to help the customer select the one solution that best fits their needs and their budgets. This does good things all the way around. For the customer, partner referral brings together the right solution from soup to nuts. For partners, it helps with segmentation. If your partner is dedicated to remodeling, leads for new construction opportunities might simply be a nuisance, and vice versa. Same thing for geographical radius. So giving customers the ability to select good possible fits for their specific needs is another way for the vendor to demonstrate attention to customer needs. So I see both these ideas, co-branding and partner referral, as critical to modern partner channels. Being able to present a co-branded solution and having the ability to present a complete solution to the customer through partners is the reality we all have to deliver. This is a long way from PRM that primarily focuses on back office operations of managing the partners. It helps the vendor to be more present in the end customer's moments of truth, and it provides a degree of control and feedback that might be lacking in other PRM approaches. So to summarize, I think co-branding and partner referral are great ways to be present in the customer's moments of truth because they deliver an open and transparent view of the vendor-partner solution to the end customer. This approach helps convey to the customer that the combination is competent in all the phases of the customer lifecycle, and so inspires the confidence that the team can deliver, because the team has all of the aspects of a solution that the customer needs, and that translates into a vision of success. That's it for me.
Well, thanks very much, Dennis. You know, and as Megan said up at the beginning of our session today, we're big believers in show me, don't tell me. So I'm going to give you 3 different examples of what Dennis was speaking about with respect to providing a single view of the vendor. And I'm going to go one step further and provide channel sales teams a single view of the customer, similar to what a direct sales team might see as well. So we're going to take that concept and give you some real concrete example. We're going to walk through 3 different technologies today. The first is co-branded collateral and email. The second one is the partner marketplace, and this speaks to the partner referral Dennis was talking about just a second ago. And then we're gonna take these one step further and talk about CRM integration up to and including service case integration. So first, automated co-branded collateral. How does it work? Well, it's very easy. Partners come to their web portal. Their information should already be there in terms of their first name, last name, company. All they should ever have to do is upload a logo. They'll be able to preview the different documents you've made available for them to use. And so here's a preview, and here I can see as a partner, here's where my logo will go, here's where my address and phone number will go. This is a 2-page piece, so I can see here page 1, I just get a logo, and page 2 I have a little bit more information. These tend to be very, very flexible. They can be used for leave behinds, they can be used for outbound email, they can be used at lunch and learns, you know, that a partner might hold in a local hotel or a restaurant. So once I've uploaded my logo and my address, or once I've previewed my document, including understanding where my logo and address are going to go, I then upload my logo and the document gets produced. So what does that look like in real life? Well, let's pop out a PowerPoint and go into a real customer example. This is Asigra. Asigra is one of our clients. They have won CRN's 5-star rating on their partner program several years in a row. These are the different documents they've made available to them. This is to their partners. The partner I'm logged in as today is Treehouse Interactive. These are my details. Email, website, I'm logged in as Paul, so it knows who I am. I can go ahead and preview any of these documents I like. Once I hit preview, you'll notice they'll show up in my tools area, my Mozilla browser. So here now I come to the tools, downloads, and take a look at my cloud backup doc. So there it is. So my partner's going to go. The partner logo will go. My address. Another page down. See if they've got anything. Have something on the back page as well. All right, so let's see what this looks like when I integrate my logo and see how difficult or easy I've made it for my partner to be successful here. So let's pick costs of rapid data growth. And let's pick our logo. And now let's hit download. And come up, downloads, cost of rapid data growth. There's my logo. There's the Asigra logo. And here's my address, and again, I'll be on the back page with all this information as well. So as Dennis said, you know, one of the objections, unspoken or spoken a lot of times, is how many vendors will I have to deal with to implement a solution? Here, as an Asigra partner, I'm empowered to link my brand with my manufacturer's brand to present that single view of the vendor. Through these co-branded collateral materials. Now let's take this one step further. You know, co-branded collateral is one thing, but what if I could do outbound email communication to my contact database as a partner. Many times partners don't have the resources to do this kind of thing on their own. And so here, this one unfortunately blends itself better to PowerPoint than live demo because of the time involved. But here I'm coming to SGI. SGI, a 5-time award winner of CRN's 5-star partner program rating. I've got many different email campaigns to choose from. I can go ahead and click on the preview button, and here I can see this is where my logo will go. This is where my partner details will go, and some companies are actually leaving word for copy here. And so I've previewed what I want. Now I can go ahead and upload my logo, upload my opt-in email list, and now I've got my logo, Treehouse, my personal contact information is the call to action, and when this email goes out, it's sent with those details. Now, in addition, this particular email, if we go back one step, has a call to action to download a newsletter. When I click on that, it's going to give the prospect, in this case, the prospect's name is Ryan Christensen. It's going to give him a call to action form that's pre-filled out, and all he has to do is hit submit in order to get his copy of this particular newsletter. At the same time, an email is being sent to the partner letting them know that Ryan Christensen, the marketing manager at Treehouse, responded to this outbound campaign. In addition, the partner has a real-time link to results that they can view anytime, day or night, off of a live reporting link. So again, presenting that single view of the vendor while at the same time providing partners with the opportunity to create their own demand. So we talked about the co-branded collateral. Now let's pop in and look at partner marketplace. And as Dennis mentioned, you've got geographic needs, you've got technical competency needs, you have specializations like government versus commercial. And from the partner perspective, they want companies to demonstrate a commitment to their success and demonstrate a commitment to them sending leads to partners. And from a company's perspective or a vendor perspective, you want to make sure that your end users have an easy time finding the right partners for them, right? They don't want, you're going to want your users to find a partner that's A, competent, and then B, may meet other criteria that you're looking for, like specialization or geography. So there's two communities of vendors are serving here. So I'm going to show you two instances of this today. One is from Magento. It's an eBay company. And you'll notice that theirs isn't really geographic based at all. It's based on mostly certifications, competency, and the specializations. And then there's National Instruments, whose implementation is a lot more geographic focused, in addition to having the specializations and competency requirements. So let's take a look at what these look like in real life. So we'll go ahead and shut down some of these pieces we don't need, and let's pop into the NI Partner Directory. And here in the NI Partner Directory, I can go ahead and select different facets or specializations. So I might be in the aerospace industry. So you notice I've selected that, and this list on the right has shrunk, as has the map. And I could say I'm interested in ATE instrumentation, and again, the sublist has shrunk, the map has shrunk. I could come in and select by region. I can drill down into an area of the map if I so choose. So geographic specializations are controlled. I'm making it really easy for end users to find the right partner. Well, we're a Google society today, and as a Google society, I might want to just do a keyword search. And here, if I do that, I pop into Averna. Now here, from just the search results themselves, I can see a little bit about this company. They have multiple locations, and I can see some specializations. But if I click into that company, I actually get much richer experience. I get a longer overview. I get to see some more about the company. I can see where their locations are across the globe. I get a more detailed look at the services and skills they have. And then I also have the ability to look at their products and solutions, I can look at pre-canned case studies that are PDFs or links to web properties, or I can actually view a web video of this particular partner. So I'm really, as a vendor, allowing the partner to put their best foot forward, and then from a customer perspective, I'm making it easy for end users to find the right partners, up to and including the ability for end users to read reviews of how that partner is viewed by other customers they've serviced. So this is one look with National Instruments, and while I'm not going to spend a lot of time demoing the other one, this is the Magento Solutions Partner Directory. They have multiple, and the only thing I want to demonstrate here is here you can see, as Dennis said, you want to be cognizant of your partners and your end users, and providing a directory like this, the map is not as important. However, competency is more important. So here I can see lots of detail around the badging of the partner and their certifications and the different levels of achievement that they have, the levels of specializations that they have. I can see, again, products and services. I, again, have the ability to upload multimedia videos. In this case, instead of reviews, I've got client logos. So two ways of addressing the same issue, but both very powerful, both very helpful for both partners and users. All right, so the last point I want to make today, and we'll do this in slides, is linking partners to your CRM, and then when you're doing that, adding functionality and visibility into a more complete picture of the end user customer and the partner for channel sales teams. So if I integrate my partner network into my CRM system, here you can see I've got our partner object inside Salesforce CRM, and I've got my reseller account, I've got their leads, their opportunities, I've got the members that are associated with this account, and I also have the support cases associated with this account. So whether it's sales-related information, MDF or co-op, in this case support information, I'm giving channel sales teams a 360-degree view of their partners and that partner's end users. On the flip side, for partners, I'm providing a single view of the end user customer to them through integrating items like support. Here, as a partner, I'm logged into my partner portal at Rackspace, and I can enter in a case, and I can view the status of that case on behalf of my customer. And of course, there's automations built into technology like this that will, alert partners and end users as cases are resolved. But getting back to the whole point of our discussion today, there are technologies to get a single view of the vendor, even if you sell through partners. And if you do it right, you can also give a single view of the end user customer and the partner, give a single view of the partner to your sales teams and a single view of the end user to your partner, and to the channel sales teams as well. And we demonstrated 3 ways of doing that today. One is through automated co-branding of marketing materials. The other was through partner marketplace or partner directory. And the last was through service case integration and CRM integration. So that's our presentation for this afternoon, or whenever you've downloaded this this webinar. If you have any other questions and you'd like to reach out to Dennis at Beagle Research, his information is here. You can follow him on Twitter at Dennis Pombriant. His phone and email are there, and please feel free to reach out to Dennis with any questions. If you have any questions about Treehouse Interactive, you can find us at www.treehousei.com. You can follow us on Twitter at TreehouseEye. We're also on LinkedIn, and our corporate phone and email is there as well. Thanks again for attending today. We hope you found the session valuable.